So you want to start woodworking, but you don't own one single tool. I have you covered. I'm going to show you 10 tools that will get you started. 10 tools only to get you started woodworking and building as much as you want to build. But first, I have to give you some advice. Warning, do not go out and buy a huge set of battery operated tools. Don't go out and buy expensive machinery like this that costs thousands of dollars. Don't go out and buy a massive drill set. Don't go out and buy any massive set of anything for your first set of tools. And this is why. After I give you this list of tools that I believe are essential to beginning woodworking, it's exactly how I did it. Not saying it's the right way or the wrong way, it's just a way. So, the best advice after these tools is to only buy the next tool you need for your next project. One tool at a time, $5, $10, $20, $100. The first tool is a tape measure. You have to be able to read a tape measure so you can measure before you can build. Okay, so I like the little yellow Stanleys. I'm partial to Stanleys, but you can buy whatever brand you would like. The Stanleys, I like the yellow. They're easy to read for me. Now, if you don't know how to read a tape measure, a lot of people do not know how to read a tape measure. As a matter of fact, some days I don't think I know how to read a tape measure. FastCap makes a tape measure that's called lefty-righty. So when you look at it, the numbers, when you pull it from left to right, are the same, and you pull it from right to left, they're right side up. A traditional tape measure, you pull it from left to right, the numbers are right side up. When you pull it from right to left, they're upside down. Decide which one is best for you. All you need is one. Next up, eyes and ears. All you have to do is find something to protect your eyes and ears. I normally wear prescription safety glasses, so those work, but sometimes I'll put a pair of these over my prescription to keep stuff out of the side. For the little people that come into the shop, I bought these little safety glasses for the children, so that works out. And also for hearing protection, when I was in the Army, we used these, real similar to these. These work really well. They're cheap, they're easy, and they work. Or you could use something like this. Next up, a hammer. You're going to get into woodworking, you're going to have to learn how to hammer a nail properly. So what do you need to start out with? Probably not a framing hammer. Sledgehammer, unless you're doing demo. I recommend, this is too small, little 10 ounce. I recommend a 16 or 20 ounce finish hammer to start out with. Next up, you're going to need a drill. You need some way to fasten your boards together, either hammer and nails or screws. So you're going to need a drill. Now, do you need an impact as well? No. A lot of times you can find this combo set for cheaper than you could buy one of these tools at full price. So look into that. But all you need is a drill to start out with. When you're first buying power tools, I'm telling you right now, it does not matter the brand you buy. Buy the brand that you could afford first. I will never recommend a new woodworker, brand new, no tools, buy a stationary tool. It took me many years to buy stationary tools. They take up a lot of room and they're very expensive. This skill saw right here I've had for 30 years and I've used this thing hard and it hasn't stopped working yet. It's a worm drive, 7 1/4 skill saw. This one's 30 years old. I just bought this one last year. Now this saw is better than this one, but I don't make skill. I just use it and abuse it and it just keeps going. But I recommend that you buy a circular saw for your first saw. This saw right here will do everything that miter saw will do, everything that table saw would do. The one tool you need with your skill saw when you purchase it is the rip guide. Okay, this will make this tool way more functional for ripping long boards like you would rip on your table saw or your bandsaw. Now you need a handsaw, because when you use a circular saw as your primary saw, you're going to have a handsaw to finish some of those cuts. Do you need a big handsaw like this? No, but if you have one, it'll work. Okay, or here's a Japanese pull saw right here. This is about 25 or 30 bucks. Or you can get a Chinese crosscut saw from Harbor Freight for under 10 bucks. Either way, they all work. Next up, you need some type of square. This is a speed square. This is a combination square. Do you need a $200 combination square? You do not. So I recommend just buying a small speed square at first. Next up, you're going to need a sander, and I recommend you buying an Orbital sander. Does it matter which brand? It does not. Now, there is a difference though. I've went through 3 Ryobis and I've only went through 1 DeWalt. So the Ryobis will not last as long as the DeWalts, but I still buy them because they're cheap and they work good. All right. Or you could buy something a little bit more. This is a $200 sander. I've now had it for 5 years. I've never had any of these sanders for 5 years. And I use this one. This is the only one I use now. But this is a Festool brand. You do not need this to start out. I recommend probably buying either the Ryobi, more budget friendly. It's not going to last as long, or the DeWalt, either one. Or a different brand. It's going to work just fine. Next up, you're going to need some clamps. Now, clamps come in all different sizes. Big clamps, medium clamps, bar clamps, parallel clamps. But what you need at first is just some grip clamps. Quick grip clamps. That's what you need at first. These will help you out. Just buy one set of them, probably 4 or 6 clamps. They're like little helpers in the shop when you're working by yourself. Happy clamping. Next up is a level. Do you need a 6-foot level? Maybe not, but if your first project is installing doors, you definitely need a 6-foot level. But normally I would just say buy a 2-foot level or a 4-foot level. Now torpedo levels are all right for little tight areas, but I recommend buying a 2-foot level or a 4-foot level because they're the best for putting in, installing cabinets and small projects in the house. So 2-foot or 4-foot, you pick. I lied, I have one more tool to show you. It's a bonus tool. This Amana countersink bit is the best little bit. It's kind of costly. It's about $50, but this thing has worked really good for several years and it just leaves nice clean edges for plugs. I highly recommend this Amana countersink bit. I have a lot more tools. If you need more tools, you have more experience, that wasn't enough for you, I'm going to leave 2 videos. The first video right here is going to be my shop tour and every tool in this shop and why I bought it and how I use it, including this bandsaw and this miter saw. And then also the next video is going to be my life story, how I even got started into woodworking as just a little tiny kid, my whole life story. So there's 2 videos. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now. It's 105 degrees right now.